Hey there, Andrew, C1D Paintball. This game played at Warzone Paintball in Rigo. We're playing Team Deathmatch on Market. I'm on the gold team. Connor is on the orange team, so this is where we both spawn. A mix of C1D regulars, field veterans, and a pretty good sized party of noobs thrown into the fold there. They're in their late teens. So yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Let's watch.
In the middle of the field, bro, you'll get hit by a wandering ball. Okay. Let's get some. I think we're supposed to spawn like. Yeah. Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey boys.
What's going on?
Not bad, not bad. Alright, who's a psychopath that wants to run in? Anyone? Any volunteers? I was gonna run on the right side. Like kinda on the extreme right. Because we kinda wanna get upfield. You see how there's this road here kind of? It's shit if we don't cross it right away. So we wanna try to get across, but nah. I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm just gonna fucking run in, kill as many, and get out, I guess.
Where are you gonna run to?
You see that box on the right with the grid? Yeah. I'm gonna like run on like far right. Hey, I got you in the ass!
Connor calls out that he hits an enemy in the ass, and he did. The enemy's out. In that little sequence, Connor got to the barrier from the spawn that he was eyeballing. A shot just goes to the left of him, but he zeroes in. He's going to take the shot, hit the guy in the ass to take him out. And right after this shot here, as Connor made that shot, that enemy fired another one at him, and just slightly to the right, so just a split second difference between Connor pulling that trigger, landing the shot, and avoiding getting hit. And for myself, I got a noob that comes from the right to the left across my line of sight because I was throwing cover fire for my teammates to start the game. For once, this little guy, this little finger, had trigger discipline. I didn't get him in the side of the head. Not yet. Okay, so I called out clearly there are a bunch of enemies and enemy fire coming from our left, from the west side, mostly from the enemy spawn barricade to the left of it. So I got to pay attention there. Even had a shot, as I called that out, by the way, a random shot got me from the right, so I'm a bit under fire right now. In the top corner, Connor's camera, you see a shadow. He actually got knocked out, so he took a guy out early in the game, but he himself ends up out of the game early as well. Makes it a little easier for me to edit, by the way, just a note there. Now I'm going to be concentrating on that west side, the left side, and I actually see there's teammates of mine, mostly the noobs, in the middle of the field. Now normally this is, it's a hot spot, especially early in the game. You want to try to establish there if you can, but they didn't do it like strategically to do that point because they don't know the map well, the field, the map, whatever you want to call it. So they kind of went to the guts of it there. So they can help us in some ways. But the fact is, right now, if I'm pinned where I am and they're in the middle, yeah, we gotta relieve the pressure from the enemy at this point.
I see them, two of them.
So I have swung back because I actually went a little bit east at the spawn. So I went back behind my spawn, and I'm going east to that, I mentioned the east side. The enemies are lined up there up by their spawn. I see a bunch of teammates, including Jay, so you know what? Let's organize and let's push into enemy territory. So I kind of like just slightly crouched over. I kind of walk to the barricade I'm behind right now with Jay. Kind of cocky, eh? Well, I almost paid for it because I'm looking down at my leg because I had shots bounce off the barrier in front of me and just give me some splash here. So I was a little cocky and damn lucky I didn't get knocked out.
Fucking head. Antoine, so what are you doing tonight? I'll go for a burger? Shooting jack shit.
Previous time we went out before this, it was 2 weeks before this was shot, field a couple of cases of balls, had a bad batch. I had some of them. I bought new balls for this game, but I ended up mixing some of the old ones in there as the day went on, and unfortunately I had a bunch of them from that day together in the same magazine, so a lot of my shots are hook and slicing, breaking before they get there, but that's my own fault. So I'm not saying I could land more shots in this game. I should. If I had good balls, maybe I wouldn't. But anyway, if you see the balls like going everywhere, that's why. Now, there is a noob on that west side that's been causing us trouble from the start. And he's wedged between two barriers, and I'm going to start trying to take specifically him out. I got a visual. But he's dug in there pretty good, especially for a guy who's supposed to be new at this.
Hey kid, you're costing me a lot of fucking money here.
Oh damn, yeah. I just got serious. I went from kind of just not quite hip firing, but close to it. I pulled my marker right up by my eye. I'm gonna get serious so I can get this noob right. I better get serious because I'm running low on mags. I'm about to use 3 mags in a very quick amount of time on that new player who, you know, I don't want to call him new because it's never an insult. He is a new player. I'm just going to say that enemy who's entrenched very well and playing it well at this point in time.
What? Somebody here, Jay?
So we have a good established front line here. We're pretty close to the enemy spawn, but there's a road in front of the enemy spawn. So that's the toughest part for us to go across. Now as we line up here and wait for our opportunity to get across that road, that noob again is up. This time he is looking and he's aiming towards my right, so his left towards the east side of the field, causing havoc to my teammates there. So yeah, we're in a good position, but this certainly isn't easy. With Jay beside me, I'm going to offer, you know, and I've got 1 magazine left, so the most 19 shots. Because you know what? I can sacrifice myself. Go left along the west road, kind of wide flank, fire some shots in there. Maybe I take somebody out, but I know in reality if I do that, more likely it's going to distract them and I may get taken out, but my teammates can then take that guy out. So offering to self-sacrifice here.
Jay, throw cover heavy on top. I'm going to swing left, try to kill him. I only got one magazine. Oh, it's a noob? Oh, it's just rentals, okay.
Now, as my team approaches to go in to wipe out the enemy team, Connor mentions, he's on the sidelines, he's on the west road. He mentions it's all noobs, all rentals left. So with that, we're going to go in, not extra shooty, and we're going to remember that important word. We're going to remember freeze.
It's okay, pick up what you gotta pick up. You're good, you're good. Remember the freeze, boys. Huh. Hey, who's hanging in tight here? Who's the guy here? You. Dude, you were right there. Good fucking game. Good game. You? I don't know. No. Oh, it happens all the time.
All right, so the game is over. We come in and we take the enemy out. All noobs left, all rentals left. They did a hell of a job. I even went out, you saw, specifically to the guy that was giving me grief there behind the blocks, to tell him he had a hell of a game, and we had a lot of great games on this day. Hope you enjoyed this one in particular. Just an everyday game. I like presenting just regular games of paintball because of all the paintball players in the world. Every game can't be a big one. Only a fraction are professionals. Most of us, the vast majority, just go out and play games like this, and that's why I love showing it, because we can all relate to it. Go out there, have a great day. Remember, at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Game over.